Revelation 2885. From the 17th of September 1943. Lie and error. Low. Blooming or decline. The spirit of lies dominates the world, error is no longer recognized and the pure truth is opposed. And this state must result in dire consequences, for it is directed against God, who is truth himself. Everything untrue bears the stamp of God's adversary, everything untrue poisons people's thinking, its goal is not God but the world. And by this you also recognize the prince of this world, that he influences people in such a way that all striving is aimed at the world and its pleasures. They are not pursuing spiritual goals because people are misguided and have no real knowledge of their purpose on earth. Only the pure truth can enlighten them about this, yet they flee from it and cling to lies and error. And this is a state of darkness which cannot lead to spiritual blossoming. If only people would consider that there is only one possibility for humanity's progressive development. For an elevated state of spiritual maturity which can replace the time of low. If they accept the pure truth offered to them from above and arrange their lives accordingly, if they want to live as God requires and as He makes known to people through His Word, if they allow themselves to be introduced to knowledge which guarantees their spiritual maturity because it increases their love for God and their neighbor and because it stimulates the souls to work diligently on themselves. The pure truth is simple, clear and understandable and everyone can accept it. It can only result in spiritual blossoming. Yet people resist it and cling with extreme tenacity to educated teachings which often lack profound meaning and do not reveal divine wisdom. That is why the spiritual state must constantly sink deeper, for people themselves do not prevent this, although they should see where these teachings have led and how low people have sunk. They should realize that only error could have brought this about. For pure truth will never achieve such success that humanity could have moved so far away from the light, from the state of knowledge. A time is to be expected when an even deeper spiritual decline will take place, and there can only be a turnaround when truth finds its way into people's lives. Only then will spiritual blossoming be possible. As long as humanity believes itself to be in the truth and yet is still far away from it, a constant decline can be expected which will end in spiritual and earthly chaos where lies and error prevail until God, as the eternal truth himself, takes all power from his adversary and a new kingdom will arise where only truth reigns. Amen.